One old fellow who's been around a lot has come back home to Mount Airy, North Carolina. Tommy Jarrell.
Great, Tommy. Arkansas traveller. You've been playing the fiddle around here all your lifetime?
Well, ever since I was 13 years old. I've been trying.
And you learned it from your father?
That's right.
And you had an uncle?
Uncle Charlie.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned a few tunes from other fellers, you know,
yeah,
but I started out with them.
Yeah. And what did your daddy do around here?
Well, he was a farmer and a moonshiner and a store owner and...
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of moonshine down here, is that right?
Well, the land was so poor up there where I was raised that you had to do something besides trying to farm to make a living. I made a crop of tobacco and it like $2.50 paying the fertilizer bill, and I said, well, I'll never make no more tobacco, and I went to moonshining then.
But,
and my daddy, he got a contract to go out in South Dakota and make some whiskey, and he backed out, and he asked me if I wanted to go do the job. I said, yeah, I'll go.
Was it good stuff?
Yeah, as good a whiskey as you ever drank.
Yeah.
But it was right after World War I, and them folks was all broke out there. I made 600 gallons of whiskey out there. Of course, I got the most of it stole. Our partner stole it. I had his brother-in-law, too. And I like never got enough money to get home on. And I stopped out in West Virginia and made some out there before I got home.
Yeah, you're leaving a trail of whiskey all across this country.
Oh, I left home with $100 and a ticket. And I got off a train at Mount Airy with $16.50, and I was gone like in 8 days, 6 months. That's how good I done the moonshine.
Yeah. And you played for all the dances around here. Is that what you were, playing music for, man?
Yeah, I did up there around home. Well, not all of them. Of course, Uncle Charlie and Daddy, they played long as they played, you know.
Yeah, when did you play your first square dance?
Oh, I played with my daddy when I was 8 or 10 years old. Yeah. Played the banjo, you know, for a square dance. Well, I don't recollect when I played the first fiddle tune. I recollect playing one time down to man Ben Freeman's. I was playing the fiddle, and me and Charlie Lowe in one room, and Daddy and Dixon Norman was playing the banjo and fiddle in the other room, and there's a dancing in 2 rooms.
Well, we've got a dancer here today that's going to dance for us, Carol Mallet from Asheville. You dance all around the country, don't you, Carol?
Oh, I have, all over this country and Canada and some in Europe, too.
And what are you going to dance for us?
I'm going to do a flatfoot, I think.
That's a kind of an odd name for a dancer, flatfoot.
Well, sometimes it's called clogging and sometimes it's called buck dancing, but it's flat-footing because your feet are close to the ground.
Well, Tommy, you going to play for this then?
What's that?
You going to play for the dancing?
Yeah. You going to? Yeah, what do you want? That there Jimmy Sutton again?
Sounds good.
All right, here it comes.
That's great, Carl.
Well, you helped me there, too.